Thought I turned you off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and build a temporary trade depot here to export computers. Eventually we'll use a trade port to export it. And I need to turn on my electronics headquarters just long enough for me to be able to add, or not that, this. Just long enough to for me to be able to add a processor lot. What am I talking about? I don't need that. That's for ports. Or is it? You know what? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, this trade depot will hold processors and just use them locally and send the processors to my consumer electronics factory. Okay, this freight here doesn't do it much good anymore. Let's put it next to the industry. I'm thinking over here is good, because it's the farthest away from commercial, so if there's any industry trucks that are lost in the weeds over here, they can drop their freight off at this depot. Alright, 75k population. Finally. Obviously we're not doing a tourism city, and finance is really nice. A lot of people take Department of Finance first, but that really only matters if you care about, if you plan on doing a city where you're doing all 3 wealth classes, and I am not too concerned about wealth classes. And the reason for that is you want to tax higher wealth lower taxes on higher wealth people. So this is the last one I need, and I have no money. My timing was kind of off on this one. Definitely need 2 processor factories, not 1. 2 is what I usually use, and I'm used to having more money than I do right now. Now that we've got that Department of Transportation, if I thought traffic was a problem, I could bulldoze some of this and go back to low density. But right now, it's not looking too bad. Why did that guy go unhappy? He leveled up. He's a middle wealth class. I don't want any mid wealth class. What is it? F7? I see. Normally what I do is I insulate these buildings with, you know, say a garbage dump. So that I don't accidentally level up these houses. Not sure if that'll hurt my approval rating. I have medium wealth commercial. I don't want medium wealth commercial. This is a real problem. Okay, until I decide how to deal with this, I'm just gonna unzone this for now.
Choke off.
Ooh, now we have money. get our income sector of the city finished, so we never have to worry about it again. That's temporary. Enable the electronics trading headquarters so I can plop a computer whatchamacallit storage lot. And cargo ship dock. What? You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Two should be enough. Fortunately, we can bulldoze this, and when we recreate it later, it will still be upgraded. Set this to export? No. Alright, so that's exporting. I'm lazy. I'm gonna just bulldoze this. Okay. So, we've got our income infrastructure in place. We'll keep an eye on this shield here. It should always be gray. People aren't coming to work. Anyways, and they need power. Okay, anyways, we'll keep an eye on that shield. It should always be gray. It should always be pumping us with a steady flow of income. So we can just freely plop things down and not even have to worry about money ever again. It's a little cheesy, because it's such an easy way to make money selling computers because of blah blah blah. But once you get your city going, like, for real, and you want to eke out that last little bit of population, you'll have like 100 million, and you can just destroy this, and you'll probably never need it again. Did we get workers yet? Yes. Now, hopefully, those workers will never leave until more workers come to replace them. I'm not sure if these fall under that category, where they're always open, guaranteed. And we can now focus on getting some population and cleaning up the traffic. I'm gonna get rid of this just to clear up some space, figure out what we're working with here. Now what? Why are you red? Let's give this guy another truck. Those processors out. So, one thing I want to do before we go to high density is I want to add a university, because I want pedestrian footpaths, and that's because I want to add cross sections here where people can walk by foot to different lanes, but can't drive that way. And I want education to be near my factories, so they produce more. Although, obviously it doesn't matter. I've already got plenty of money. And finally, it's a university, so people are going to all drive there, and that's going to create crazy traffic. So we're going to want to do sort of a similar thing we did here, where there's plenty of room for people lining up to go into the university, so they all the students in their cars get out of the city and onto that sort of waiting lane. As you can see, 82% approval, pretty good. I actually usually go through a period where I'm at 90 plus and I've left everybody at low density. When I'm playing with somebody else, I keep population at about 30k, well 40k, because you need 40k to build a mansion. I leave it at about 40k population. And it's really easy to keep low density people happy, because you just have excuse me, you just have residential across the street from commercial, and it works out pretty nicely. Anywho, university. You know what? I'm just gonna turn off one of these. Or two of them. If I fill up on processors, then I'll turn them back on, but it looks like I'm not producing enough out of this. What I want is this for this shield to always be gray and just never have to worry about it. Okay, university. Not enough room.